So we have completed the head, and as mentioned before, that is the part that it's extra information, but the user does not see. The next thing we need to do is to create the body, which is all the stuff the user does see. So I'm just going to type in body, right? So less than symbol, body, and then greater than symbol, and then just this will be the closing. So that's the opening tag and the closing tag. And notice that I put it inside of this, right? So now all of our content is going to go in between that. So to create our elements that will be viewable, we're going to start off with an heading, and it's going to be an H1. An H1 is kind of your main, biggest, most important heading, okay? So there's H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. Now, by default, and you can override these, you'll find out later on, but by default, an H1 is your biggest typeface. It'll be your largest text, and it will be bold. H2 will be slightly less than that. Think of it as like a subtitle. And then as you go down, they become smaller and smaller and less bold. Okay, that's just the default setting. But what matters more is the semantics of it. That it's meant to be like your main heading. So like if you had a website, this would be the name of the website, right? So in this case, I'm just going to write comb because it's all about me. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to create a P element, and that is a paragraph element. This is your body text. Okay, so this is just your regular text that you have that's long form, where it's a whole bunch of content usually in it, right? So like your paragraphs. That's why it's called P. Okay, so we'll just write the man, the myth, the primitive form. Okay, so we now have those. Next, what we're going to do is going to be a next level heading. So we're going to do an H2. And then inside my H2, now notice when I did these, well, I guess we did it here. You can see this is all one line. When we did these are only like containers, right? So these are like, this is sort of a container. So these, I'm just kind of letting them start and end when the content of the element ends. All right. So we're just going to put in the beginning, ... All right. And then we're going to go ahead and put another P element in there. And we're just say he was born in, I don't know if this should be capitalized. We'll put it capitalized. Upstate New York. Have you been there? No, you haven't, because it is drab. All right. So now what you will find is that we have our heading, this here, heading 2, and another bit of text, okay? And these elements will all be visible to the user, and we're going to show you that in one moment, okay? So you have now written a little bit of code of HTML, and I'm going to kind of go more into depth of what we're writing now that you have a little bit more experience in the next section.